Как можно diffusion полегче сказать? Ну как? Ну что уже может быть легче diffusion? А вообще-то тут самое важное diffusion.
В смысле, definition?
Да.
It's a random motion of molecules from flow of matter. It's possible to say flow of matter from high concentration to low concentration.
It's a
flow of matter.
random motion.
It's a flow of matter from high concentration to low concentration. An example of diffusion. Do you remember?
Русам ты ответишь?
Я уже знаю, что я energy отвечу.
Я energy.
Мне надо будет переключить видео.
Кіріңдер, мен қосып кіріңдер, кіре
Это все, как на урок.
ютубқа кіресіз, Аонпц деп тересіз, біздің канал шығады логотиппен. Біздің канал шығады логотиппен Аонпц. АО, Актюбинский областной научно-практический центр. Ішіне кіресіз, прямой эфир жазып тұрады, соған кіресіз. Екі номер.
Что-то за углами придумывайте сейчас, чтобы... So, good day, our dear students. I'm glad to see you. You can sit down. So, do we have any absentees in our class today? So, some absentees we have, some absentees. Oswald is absent, I know that. So, today we are going to sum up some information from our physics in English. So, first of all, I want to give you the first task. The first task is for pairs. It will be the pair walk, to is parami, yes, do you understand? I think that it is clear. You will have an unusual task. In this task, you can find Russian equivalents for definitions, yes, diffusia, energia, temperatura, física, convecция, and so on. And you have to find English equivalent for this word, but not simply to find English equivalent. It would be too easy for you, I think, yes? But to define what does it mean. So I will give you 1 minute for each pair. So let's start. Be attentive. Avoid mistakes in spelling. 'Ready, rise up your hand and tell me, my pair or our pair is ready. So, 20 seconds you have. I can see that you are ready. You are ready. Who is ready? We are ready. Okay, that'll do. Let's check from the very beginning. From the very beginning, I want to ask you, what does it mean physics? Can you find it? So, physica in English. Physica in English. Who can tell me?
Physics.
Physics, yes, you're right. Can you give definition for physics? What does it mean physics? What do you learn?
It's natural science,
Yes.
which study
Which study what?
natural
Process. Yes, process. And also you can add, which study matter. Yes, which study matter. Of course, it's very good. So please continue. Diffusia in English. Diffusia. Who can tell me? Raise up your hand if you know. Okay. In English.
It is its process.
It's a process. In English, it will be
Resulting from random motion
of what?
molecules by which there is a new flow of matter.
Yes, from high concentration.
Concentration to region of low flow concentration.
Concentration, very good. From high concentration into the region of low concentration. Высокая и низкая концентрация. Okay, give examples of diffusion. Give examples of diffusion. I don't know what does mean diffusion. Diffusia. What does it mean? Give examples, please. It's a T. What does it mean T? T is diffusion, yes? Yes, T is diffusion. Maybe you can continue. What
If
do
you
mean?
put something in tea,
Yes.
it starts melting. Maybe sugar.
Something what? Sugar. Do you like tea with sugar?
Yes.
Yes. Do you like tea with lemon?
No.
No, no, yes, no, yes. We have different meaning. Yes. And do you like tea with milk? It's Catholic
Yes.
tradition.
Yeah.
Of course, I like it also. So, continue. Энергия. Энергия. So, please, your motion. Энергия?
Energy.
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 Yes, energy. So, what does mean energy?
Is an ability to work.
Yes, it's very good explanation. It's an ability to work, способность работать. Do we have any energy today?
Yes.
Yes, we have a lot of energy. Мы покушали кашу. Yes. What synonym for energy do you know? Synonym. Synonym.
Power.
Power. Еще.
Force.
Force. Yes, we have force. We are very powerful today. So please continue. What does mean inner energy? It's very unusual question, maybe, but you know it, please. So please, Miras, inner energy.
The inner energy, the motion, the energy of motion
And
intensity of particle.
in what?
Of
Of matter. Yes, in the body. In the body. Let's please translate the energy of motion and interaction of particles. Inner energy. Of course, we can translate it first. What does mean inner energy, Ruslan? Внутренняя энергия. Inner energy, the energy of motion at work. It means what? Motion. Motion. Движение. Движение. Все останавливается. And interaction. Interaction. Взаимодействие. Of what? Of what? Частиц, of particles. Very good. So please continue. Continue. Temperatura. So please, is your line.
Temperature is a value of characteristics thermal state of body.
Thermal state of body. Okay, thank you for your explanation. Good explanation. And what do you mean? Thermal state of body. Thermal state of body.
It is hotness or coldness of body.
Of body. Only body?
No, not only.
No, we don't have a talk about only about body. Yes, we have a talk about what? About environment. Who can translate me? So please, your group, please. Gleb, help me please. What does mean environment? Environment and окружающая среда. Yes, it's very good. So please, and what else? Environment, body, what else?
Water.
Water. Of course, it is possible to measure the temperature of water. Измерять температуру воды. Okay. What is device? What device do we need to measure the temperature? Leva, what device do we need to measure the temperature? Do you know?
Thermometer.
Thermometer, of course. Did you find this word?
Yes.
Yes, I found. Okay, continue. So, конвекция. What does mean конвекция? At first you have to translate into English, so.
It is a heat.
So, translate into English at first. Конвекция. In English. In English. Convection. Of course, it is very close. So, please, continue, explain.
Is a transfer of heat
Yes.
through the movement of particles.
What do you mean? Transfer of heat. Of course, transfer. То передача какого-то тепла. Но не просто передача. Transfer of heat. Who can add? Who can add? Who can continue? Добавьте что-нибудь. So, Laura.
Warm particles.
Yes, warm particles.
Fill space and top.
Above. Yes. And
cold particles.
fill in space.
Space below.
Below. It's very easy to understand, of course, but give examples. I don't know what does mean. Дайте примеры. Give examples, please. So, of convection. Is it?
In a big house.
Yes. You can see.
Upstairs.
It is warm. Yes?
Warmer
Yes. Then
Downstairs.
Then downstairs. Конечно, там теплее. Все идут погреться на второй этаж. Okay, continue. What does it mean? And translate, please. Кондукция. Кондукция is conduction. What does it mean? Can you translate?
It is transfer of heat from warmer to cooler.
To cooler. Very good explanation. Четкая, конкретная. Very good explanation. From warmer part to cooler part. Give examples, please. Give examples. So,
If we touch a handle of a pen,
yes.
we also feel
If we touch a handle of any pen,
of a hot pen.
of a hot pen. If it is hot, the handle, ручка, is hot. Yes? And you can say, wow, it is very hot. So, Mom, why didn't you say me? Yes? So, conduction. We understand. So, please continue. And the last term for today, it's what? Matter. So, please, it's matter. What can you tell me about matter? What can you tell me about matter? Who can tell me, who can explain what does it mean matter? Dasha, can you?
It's a substance which has mass and occupies space.
Occupies space. Это какая-то субстанция, да? It's something which has mass and occupies space. Space это космос или что? Пространство. Какое-то место занимает. Space. Okay. Today we are going to have a talk. Look at me, please. Don't be afraid of me. So please don't be afraid of any process today. Okay? So today we are going to have a talk about states of matter. What does it mean states? States. Это состояние. I think that you are clever. Too clever to know what does it mean states of matter. Who can tell me what states of matter do you know? So please, who can tell me? Lisa.
The three main states of matter it's solids, liquids, and
Gases. Very good. Okay, solids. I don't understand what does mean solids. Okay, very good explanation in English. But if I don't know English, I can't understand. What does mean solids? You are clever to know, but sometimes somebody don't know what does mean solids. Твердое вещество, твердое состояние вещества. And continue. Liquids. I don't know what does mean liquids. Жидкое состояние. And gases, of course, it is gases. We understand because it is so usual. Gas. Okay. Give your own examples of solids. Do you know what does mean solids?
Yes.
Of course. So give a lot of examples. Raise up your hand and give examples. Boys, please don't keep silence. Give your examples. Leva. What? Pen. A pen. Yes, a pen. Ручка. Yes, it is. Really nice example. Okay. A pencil, of course. It is also a good example. Ruler, of course. Or everything connected with our school. Everything connected with our school. What a metal. Oh, it's so strong. По-мужски, metal. So please continue. Wood, of course. Wood, it is strong, it is not weak. So? Stone. Very good example. What else, Dasha? Paper. So, what else? Ice. We can see a lot of examples of solids. It's so easy to understand what does mean solids. Continue with liquids. Give examples of liquids. Leva. Water. So, good example of water. Milk. Yes, do you like milk?
yes.
Yes, every day? No, not every day. In the morning?
Yes.
I also like milk in the morning, but with tea. So, juice. What kind of juice do you like?
Orange.
Orange juice. I also like orange juice. Do you like pineapple juice?
Yes.
Yes, I also like it. So, oil. So, oil. How can we translate oil? Masla. Different kinds of oil. So, of course, continue, Dasha. Wine. We can't forget about wine. It's vino. Yes. Sometimes we, maybe in future, not for us. So, continue with gases. What kind of gases do you know? Do you know different types of gases? Maybe it is difficult for you, but I can help you. What types of gases do you know? Давайте. Oxygen. Very good. Oxygen. Кислород. We can't live without it, yes? So, what else? Steam. Very good example. Steam, it's... Это что? Пар. Yes. What else? In what? Can you see balloon? Have you ever seen a balloon? Yes. Helium. Yes. Okay. What else?
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen. Hydrogen, hydrogen. Okay, so please. Okay, can you see, if you look out of the window, you can see a lot of clouds. Yes, a lot of clouds. It's also gas. It's also gas. And do you believe in dragons? No, but if we like cartoons, yes, we can see a dragon's flame. Yes, it's also a gas. Today we are going to have a talk about different kinds of properties. Properties — это свойства. We will have a talk about volume, mass, and shape of different states of matter. First of all, we have to translate correctly. What does it mean? Mass. It is very масса, shape, форма, and volume — это объем. So I propose to you to watch short video about 3 states of matter. But after watching this video, you have to analyze, you have to define correctly different characteristics of solids, liquids, and gases. If you need, you can make some notes while watching, okay? Wait a minute. Be attentive.
Air and rocks all have in common, they are made of matter. Matter is something that takes up space. Now, you might be wondering why they all look so different if they are made of the same thing. But the truth is that everything around you is made of matter, just in different shapes and forms. Matter is made of tiny particles called atoms. Matter can be grouped into 3 main states: solid, liquid, or gas. To figure out which state of matter something is in, we need to examine its properties. A property is the way that something is that we can measure. The physical properties we will look at to determine state of matter are shape, mass, and volume. Mass is the amount of matter in an object. Volume is how much space that matter takes up. Solids are easy to recognize. Rocks, apples, pencils, and plants are all examples of solid objects. A solid object has a definite shape that doesn't change when you move it or put it in a container. They also have a consistent mass and volume. This is because the atoms in a solid object are packed closely together, so they do not move around. A solid will change shape only if forced, for instance, if it is broken or smashed. If you look around, you can find many examples of solid objects. Liquid is the next state of matter. Liquids have a definite volume and mass, but they do not have a definite shape. The atoms in liquid are still close together, but unlike the atoms in a solid, they can move around. This allows the matter in a liquid to flow. Because liquids don't have their own shape, they take their shape from their containers. The same amount of liquid may look very different in a glass and spilled on the floor. You can find examples of liquids around you too. Water, milk, and juice are just some of the liquids you might find. The third state of matter is gas. Gases have a definite mass, but they do not have a definite shape or volume. Like liquids, gases take the shape of their containers. Unlike liquids, gases will spread out to completely fill the container they are in. If a gas is not in a container, it will keep spreading out indefinitely. This is because the atoms in a gas are farther apart than atoms in a solid or a liquid, and so they can move freely. The air you breathe is an example of a gas. You might have noticed that you can't really see air. Often, gases are invisible, but they are still there. There are many different types of gases in the Earth's atmosphere, like oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, helium, and water vapor. Sometimes matter can change from one state to another. Water is a very good example of this. When water is frozen into ice, it is a solid. When it melts back into water, it is a liquid. When water evaporates into water vapor, it becomes a gas. Matter in all its states is everywhere. See if you can find solids, liquids, and gases around you.
So, that'll do. Did you understand this video?
Yes.
Yes, I think that everything is clear and understandable. First of all, I'll give you such tasks. You have to analyze 3 states of matter according to their properties: mass, shape, and volume. But I'd like to add moving of what? Of molecules in them, okay? So I think that it will be understandable and clear for you. So I will write on the board, 3 names of matter. So help me please. First it's solids, then liquid, and gases. Yes. In singular form. Сегодня в единственном, yes? Solid, liquid, and gas. And we have analyzed them. So please, Rustam, would you be so pleasant to help me? So first of all, I'll ask you to analyze. So take these papers. I don't know where to put them correctly. I don't know. Help us, please. What is written? What is written?
No definite shape.
No definite shape. Can you translate what does it mean?
Нет определенной формы.
Нет определенной формы, but we have some extra information. Shape of what?
Its container.
Of its container. Форма чего?
Принимает форму сосуда.
Принимает форму своего контейнера или сосуда. Куда поместили, такую форму и принимает. Okay. So it refers to what? Liquid, solids, or gas?
To liquid.
To liquid. Okay. Let's do it. Liquid. Okay, I will help you. Continue. About shape.
No definite shape.
No definite shape. Опять нет формы. So we can have a talk about what?
Gas.
About gas. Also can take the shape of its container. Of course. Thank you. You were very attentive. So, and at last?
Definite shape.
Definite shape. Определенная форма у чего?
Solids.
У твердого. Solids, of course. Thank you for your help. Thank you. So, Laura, please help me. So, okay, volume. So, volume, it means what? Help me, please. Объем, yes.
It is solid.
Solids, of course. It's very clear. Okay, continue.
Definite volume. It is also liquid.
Liquid, of course, agree with you. And
No definite volume. It is gas.
it is gas. Okay, I agree with you. Thank you. So please, Ernest, go to the board, please, and help me with the last equivalent or with the last property. So please, take it, please, and read it, please.
Molecules move quickly and freely. Lots of kinetic energy, much more than in liquid.
In liquids. Molecules move quickly and freely. Молекулы двигаются как? Quickly и свободно. In what? Gas. I agree with you, of course it is gas. Okay, continue.
Molecules slide past each other, more kinetic energy than in solids.
More kinetic energy than in solids. Уже больше кинетической энергии than in solids. In what?
Liquid.
In liquid. So take it. You can use. Thank you. And the last?
Molecules do not move. Very little kinetic energy.
Very little kinetic energy. That's why it is very hard. It is very difficult to break it. We can simply break it, yes, to change the state of matter. Чтобы изменить форму, мы можем просто это что сделать? Сломать или разбить, да? Solid. Yes, you're right. Thank you. So please, I propose you to open your copybooks, write down the date. Please, make some notes. Please open your copybooks. Today is the 16th of March. Write down the theme of our today's lessons, states of matter, and very quickly write down different characteristics of solids, liquids, and gases. I'll give you some minutes for it. Is everything clear? Yes? Others?
Yes.
Write down and try to memorize. Okay? Definite shape, definite volume, molecules don't move. Very little kinetic energy we have in solids. In liquids we have no definite shape. Yes? It can take the shape of its container. Don't forget about it. Write down and memorize it. Try to memorize it. Don't forget about it. Do you know what does mean molecular slide past each other?
Это значит, что они проходят.
Скользят, да, рядом скользят, но не так быстро двигаются. Okay, you're right. Write down. So, stop doing it, please, and continue with our last task, experiment. Today we are going to have experiment. But in order to avoid different problems with our eyes, with our health, yes, we need to watch experiments today. Your task will be to look through these experiments and to analyze it, okay? So is it clear? You have to analyze the whole experiment, but you can see it here. You can't do it today, but you can see it. And in order to analyze, do you understand?
Yes.
So every group will have to analyze this experiment step by step and describe. Yes, analyze or describe. So step by step, то есть шаг за шагом, okay? I will help you if you want, of course, but I think that you can do it easily. So please, let's continue. Experiments.
Hello everybody, my name is Robbie and today we'll be talking all about matter. I think it's a really cool subject. First, let's answer the question. What is matter? Well, matter is everything that surrounds us, everything that we can see, touch, smell, and feel. Well, matter is everything. There are 3 states of matter, but although scientists from NASA say that there are 6 or even 7 states of matter, we will focus on the 3 major states that people on Earth mostly come across. Those 3 states are liquid, solid, and gas. There are many examples of each state. Examples of solid may be ice, bricks, wood, car, and glass. Examples of liquid may be juice, water, milk, oil, or tea. Examples of gas may be steam, smog, oxygen, or helium. Now I wanted to show you how certain objects can change their state from solid to liquid and liquid to gas. I also wanted to show you how different states of matter can interact. In order to do that, I will show you two experiments.
So, I need a pause to tell you some words, okay? First of all, I want to mention that I switch off the volume. Я выключаю звук. So, in order give you an opportunity to explain this experiment instead of this boy, okay? Вместо этого мальчика вы будете объяснять. Okay? So, please, I will give you maybe 1-2 minutes in order to give explanation. Okay? Be attentive, make some notes if you need. So, please, continue. Be attentive. What do we need for this experiment? What do we do? Watch. Be attentive. Analyze the whole process. So, what can we see? Who can explain? I'll give you 1 minute to describe. 1 minute to describe. Минутка, ребята. 1 minute to describe this experiment, step by step. What do we need at first? Okay, describe what do we need for this experiment. It's very easy to understand. What do we need? Only 2 things. Only 2 things we need. Think about the leader of your group who can explain this experiment, who can describe. Discuss it in your group. Okay, the time is over. So, are you ready to describe this experiment? Who is ready? Raise up your hand. Who is ready? Okay, go to the board. Go to the board, describe this experiment from the very beginning. So, ты будешь сегодня в роли озвучки, да? Давай. Итак, for this experiment,
we need a cube of ice in a pan.
Yes, you are right, a cube of ice in the pan.
We put ice on a hot pan, it starts melting.
Yes, it starts melting. What does it mean, melting? Начинает?
Таять.
Таять, yes, it starts melting, okay.
The ice turns into water.
Turns into water, changes of states we can see. Изменяется состояние, yes? Turns into water and
when we heat water, it turns from its liquid state
into liquid state to gas. To gas. Thank you. Very good explanation. Very good. Clap your hands. So, very good explanation you can see. So, let's stop. So, experiment number 2. We have the second experiment, but it will be more difficult. So, please be attentive. Watch it. What do we need? You can see. Be attentive. I will help you. Baking soda, vinegar, a balloon and a bottle. Baking soda, да? Пищевая сода, ребята, да? Так, vinegar. Sometimes you can guess what will be out of this process. So I think that it's enough for you to understand what this means. So you have maybe 10, 15 seconds, okay, to explain. If you need, if you don't need, you can explain without preparation. Can you do it? Who can do it? Ernest, давай. So experiment number 2. Please go to the board. Go to the board quickly and try to explain this experiment. So first, давай.
Firstly, we need vinegar, some baking soda,
yes,
a balloon, and a bottle.
Yes, very good. So please continue. Yes. What do we do? What do we do? We
pour some vinegar into the bottle.
Yes, then?
Then we lift some baking soda into the balloon.
Into the balloon, then continue.
Then we
put it on
the balloon.
Very carefully. Very carefully.
Then put some soda into the vinegar.
In small portions. Small portions. And what can we see?
We can see that when vinegar
in contact
with baking soda produces gas.
Produces gas. Very good. So very good explanation we have. So boys and girls, thank you for your good work. Today we are going to sum up some information from the very beginning up to the end. So what states of matter do you know? Raise up your hands.
Solid, liquid.
And gases. Okay, what characteristics or properties for solids do you know, Laura?
Solid does have definite shape.
Have a definite shape, then?
And have definite volume.
Volume, then?
And molecules do not move.
Do not move. Okay, continue. What do you know about liquids? Raise up your hand, tell me please, what do you know?
It's having definite shape,
Так.
definite volume,
yes,
and molecules slide past each other.
Slide past each other. And the last state of matter is gas. So, what can you tell me about gas?
They haven't definite shape.
Yes.
They haven't definite volume.
Yes.
But
molecules
are move
simply
faster,
move very
quickly and freely.
And freely. Yes, you are right.
Kinetic
so
energy
is very
big.
It's very high. So, thank you for a very good work. So, for the next time, your task will be to memorize, to review some information about different states of matter. Thank you, boys and girls. You were clever. Thank you. So, that will do. You can be free today.
Bye.